1, 2, sit back into a chair. Come on, folks, I'm going all day. And pull.
I love working for Uncle Sam.
I love working for Uncle Sam.
Let me know just who I am. Let me know just who I am. 1, 2, 3, 4, United States Marines.
Bootcamp Ireland is all about basically military style fitness training. We're outside rain or shine, so it's not a case of if it's raining that morning, bootcamp isn't on. When I was abroad and I noticed everyone out and about and using the beaches, the hills, the forests and everything, I thought, well, we've so much green space at home with all the parks and everything, why aren't we using it? When I came back, it just slowly evolved, and I suppose it grew from there. People started to realise, well, so what if it's raining? Our instructors are all some sort of military background, so they bring with them the whole technique of, you know, really pushing people, get down and give me 20, get down and get dirty. There's none of this, you know, prissy training. It's not like that. We don't have mirrors surrounded.
Look slow, okay? Don't need this. I want that. Nice and high, nice quick knees up the chest. And we see that there, yeah? Change again.
It's a very rigorous training programme.
Well, the training like we do would be kind of military based. It'd be around the boot camps, using the elements, using your trees, using the hills that are around you, carrying weight when you're running. It's used because, although it's sometimes controversial, its method works all over the world. Militaries use it, the special forces use it.
I suppose the whole boot camp thing is that it's, you can't really get away with much in the air. You have to really, really push it.
Paddy is a boot camp veteran, but he's been slacking off over the winter and he doesn't get a lot of exercise at work.
In the taxi industry, you spend so much time driving that you're constantly sitting down, you know, and that coupled with just basically like your few points and your social life, you can sort of easily go off the track, you know, health-wise, like so. Like, and I'm just gonna try exercise like minimum 3 days a week, like, and just because like with the taxi and like if you weren't doing anything, like you just balloon. I've done it before, like I was a couple of stone heavier than I am now. And there's no way I'm going back to that, you know.
9, 10.
New recruit Catherine doesn't get much exercise at her desk job. Today she's looking forward to her first outdoor session.
And jogging on! Nice light jog.
Here you get out, you kind of enjoy being out in nature. There's a good camaraderie as well. It's kind of good fun. My aim today, I think, is just to keep up with everybody and just not drift out the back and just run away.
Right, folks, keep moving, guys. Keep moving up that hill. Push yourself, let's go!
The difference to working in the gym would be they give you your program and they leave you on your own. With us, it's completely different. We are on your back, we're making sure you're doing it right, we're making sure you're putting in the effort as well. I mean, it's kind of intimidating as well when you see us coming after you and it makes you move.
I'm in charge when I'm here, and I like to see people getting fit and doing what they're told, and when people don't do what they're told and don't try their hardest, then I get onto them, and I don't stop getting onto them until they do what they're told.
Come on, let's go, come on. I'm about to explain it already, I'm not going to explain it again, onto the sprints there.
The actual instructors themselves, yeah, a little bit of the old sergeant major approach. We have to tell people, don't be insulted if the instructor's shouting at you or telling you to get down and give me another 10, because it's just all part of it.
Just come on, down further. You're cheating, get back down and give me 5 more. Get back down and give me 5 more. It was 10 bad ones, come on, all the way down, all the way up. You rubbed your fella on you.
You can have him.
Come on, take the rope, come on, take the rope off, come on.
I just try to get them as fit as they can and get the most out of them. A lot of people, if you turn your back on them for 5 seconds, they won't give it their all. Whereas I like to just keep on their back all the time.
Like shouting around at you, man. Love it.
Let's go, get into it.
Some of you come in the race last. Come on, move it, come on. Come on, folks, that's it, good stuff there. That's it. See, baby, that's her. That's it, good stuff, come on. Sprint, move it! If a 1-year-old, you crawl faster, come on!
We cover the different components of fitness, so we'd be doing anything from cardio work, so that could be running, it could be doing relays, some teamwork as well. We'd also do some anaerobic work, so it's real vigorous work, like you could be doing star jumps, tuck jumps, that kind of thing in a circuit maybe, for example. We'd be doing muscular work as well, so all sorts of LME work, where you're really concentrating on different parts of your body. So it's just covering the different body parts.
A lot of it is cardio, and I don't really have the stamina. I kind of don't mind the stretches and that, but they keep breaking it up, you know. As soon as you start, I kind of start, you know, kind of getting that kind of real panic about like, oh no, we've got to run more. Then it suddenly it's like, bang, change.
Absolutely bunched, very tired. Just a mix of the outdoors and that. It's killer. It's good though.
This has been great, actually. I mean, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But you know, I feel good now. You know, you kind of feel like you've cheated the weekend or something. You know, You're kind of out on a Friday night, out doing this, you've sweated it out and you've kind of got the weekend before you.
It was extremely tough, I have to say. It was harder than I thought it'd be. It was just a shock to the system there now this morning. That was my first like sort of outdoor session I've had in a long time, you know. I'm only starting to sort of control my breathing now, like it was sort of running away with me for a while, you know.
3 weeks later, Paddy's been putting in the graft and he's seen the benefits. However, due to work commitments, Catherine's missed more sessions than she's attended.
I knew it was going to be tough coming back, but I've done nearly three sessions this week, and I kind of am back into it again. I did find today hard, but I'm not really a runner, you know. Before, I suppose you can start kind of fitness regimes and that, and it's very easy if you're not consistent to kind of, you know, it's very, very hard to get back into it. But to be honest, after you've done a session or two, you're kind of starting to get back up to the level that you had been at.
Lost about 3/4 of a stone in the few weeks, like, and that wasn't like I wasn't dieting or anything, like, just couldn't be bothered with that. Like, it was just literally just doing the extra exercise, like the 3 classes a week. At the cigarette situation now, I'd love to lie and tell you that I have totally knocked them on the head, but I haven't. But it's better to be sort of a social smoker and exercise than to be a social smoker and not exercise.
I'd like to see them come on and get fitter as the weeks go by. You get to know people and you get to see them getting fitter and you come over and you thank it. It makes the job a much better job to do. See people get a bit more self-esteem themselves, doing a bit more confidence about themselves as well.